Hello everyone, what's up, what's going on, how you doing? Welcome back to another video. I'm your girl Katrina, and today I'm going to be talking all about left chest logo placements for embroidery. I learned that I had to make my process, my workflow a whole lot easier, and I could not have done it without my mighty hooping station. So I wanted to explain and break all this down before I get into the video, because before I was doing left chest logos, before I was freehanding my left chest logos and doing things, and I was like, ugh. But the one thing about embroidery is you want to be consistent, especially when doing things for companies and businesses, or you have multiple orders of the same thing. You want to make sure you get in that perfect placement every time. So this is the mighty hooping station. Now it comes with, of course, the base, as you see right here. Of course, it comes with the freestyle arm. I believe it's called the freestyle arm. You put it on here, and this allows you to hoop. It comes with one 5x5. I have multiple because you'll just know as you go along, you're gonna need multiple hoops. So this starter kit comes with one 5x5, and it also comes with the freestanding base. Now, on top of my base, I don't want to take it apart, but the base is the bottom part. On top of my base, I had the 4.25 by 13, like the freestanding arm that allows me to hoop, you know, all different types of garments. So there's so many different accessories and attachments that you can get. It also does come with a T-square ruler. So this mighty hooping station is literally perfect for hooping all types of shirts, jackets, different materials. So if you are just starting out with embroidery, or if you're already on your journey and you haven't gotten into the magnetic hoops, listen, this is literally a must-have because it just makes hooping so easy. I know a lot of you have seen it in some of my other previous videos and you've asked me about it. So the link is down below in the description box, and for anyone who wants to buy anything from mightyhoops.com, all you have to do is just use my name. You can call, or you can use my affiliate link down below, and you'll get free shipping. Free shipping on your orders, because that shipping charge is no joke. All right, I also want to let you guys know before I jump into the video that my digitizing work came from Z Digitizing. Z Digitizing, that will be down below in the description box as well. They do pretty much all my outsourcing, unless it's something really, really simple. I just don't have the time to do it. With everything that I have to do, I don't want to have to worry about digitizing my work as well. So I hand it over to them. They do it. They give it right back to me within hours, or literally the next day. So if you want to check them out, you get 50% off if you use my code down below in the description box. I'm trying to help you guys out, make things a lot more easier for you, because embroidery is a lot to learn. So let's go ahead and jump into how to do left chest logo placements for today. Hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Turn on your notification bells. That way you're notified every time I post a new video. Let's go. Alright, so today I'm going to be doing some left chest logos on some t-shirts and a polo shirt. So no matter what type of garment you're placing your left chest logo on, the same rule is going to apply. So you just want to take a ruler, measuring tape, and if you're doing a woman's shirt, you want to go anywhere from 4 to 6 inches down, but these are specifically men's shirts, so I'm going anywhere from 7 to 9 inches down. So you just want to put your ruler at the top of the garment, right at the collar, and you're going to go down. So I'm just going to put my finger at 7 inches. That's going to be my starting point. Then you want to take your ruler and you want to go from the center of the t-shirt, directly in the center. I actually have a line here from when I pressed it. Now if you're using your polo shirt, you can use the buttons as a guide. So I always use the buttons as a guide. But when you go over, you want to be anywhere from 4 to 6 inches over. So now you want to make sure that your logo doesn't fall off, right? So I'm going to put my ruler up here. 4 to 6 inches is right here. Anywhere from 4 to 6 inches can be your starting point. So you want to have a stitch out, or you want to have a printout. Whatever you're going to be using, you want to have something that's gonna reflect the actual size, right? So this one is going to be a stitch. So I'm just going to take this and I'm going to put it here in the exact place. I want to see how it's going to look on the shirt, right? You want to make sure that your design is not falling off into the armpit. If it's falling off into the armpit, your logo is either too big or it's too far to the right. And then you also want to look at where it's starting at. So mine is starting at a good spot. I don't want mine to start past the collar. So that little tip is okay. And if this was the polo, I would make sure that it's like in between the last two buttons as well. So just make sure you're looking at everything, make sure it's a good position. That looks good. And that is how you Once you like your placement, once that's good, then you want to take either some tape or you can take a water erasable marker and you can place it down. Just place like a little small dot. That's going to let me know where my starting point is. This is blue on black, so that's kind of, can't really see it. So I'm just going to look at the logo. The end is pretty much about the center. This is about the center, so I'm just going to put this piece of tape right here, so that way I'll know when I hoop it what's the center or where I'm going to place my logo at. And it's really easy and simple. Same thing applies with the polo shirt. All right, so I have my test stitch. I'm going to just do it again really quick. 7 to 9 inches down. 9 inches is way too low, so I'm going to put it right here at 7 just to see. And then I'm going to start it over from the buttons, 4 to 6 inches. 6 inches is right there. Now when I look at that, I just know from how I like my polo shirts, and depending upon the size, I like it pretty much in between the second and the third button. So I'm going to move it up. That's going to be about at the 6-inch mark. Yep. 5.5, 6-inch mark. So in between 6 inches. And that is going to be at around, the logo is literally in between, the center of the logo is about 5 inches. So that is perfect. That's where my placement is going to be for my left chest logo. So I'm just going to take this piece of tape and I'm going to place this right in. I'm just going to fold this over just to see. Yep, that's about the center. And I'm going to place that right there. Perfect. So now I'm going to take my Mighty Hooping Station. You can buy this separately or you can buy it in a starter kit, which comes with this, which comes with the 5x5 Mighty Hoop frame. And I believe it comes with something else. It already has all these numbers and holes set. It has the right and the left for your left or right chest logo. And this, I forgot what this piece is called, but this allows you to hoop it. You want to place your garments on here and the numbers will allow you to know what your placement is for memory. So that way if you're doing the same repetitive orders over and over again, you can always get the perfect placement every time. And you can write down on here on the lines and make note of it depending upon the size or the type of garment. Right now I'm going to place this in hole number 18 for my left chest logo, because that's what I have. But depending on the shirt, you can always maneuver it. So let's just see. This is a polo. I'm going to place my 5x5 hoop in here. I'm going to insert my stabilizer. I'm using cutaway. You need to use cutaway, especially with a polyester, especially with the dry fit polo. It's really soft. You want it to stay in place, so you need to use cutaway. So these little black tabs allow the stabilizer to stay in place. So now I'm just going to insert my hoop. Now I'm going to insert my shirt. Using the board as my guide, I'm using also the collar, the buttons. I'm lining that right up with the line that's already on the board, making sure my shoulder blades, everything is straight. Now I have my tape here already placed for my marking, and I'm just feeling, I feel like there's more space to this side, so I'm going to move my board over. I'm going to move my board over, and I'm going to put it in hole number 19 to shift it over. And let's see where it falls. So now let's see where it falls, because I want this to fall right in the center. Every shirt is a little different. So now I'm in hole number 20, and that's much better. That's much better. And then I can just press this down just to make sure it's lined up straight, because the last thing you want is your logo crooked. Now the beautiful thing about this hooping station is all I got to do is put the top of the Mighty Hoop right up here, and all I have to do is click down, baby. All right, it's still over a little bit, but I'm gonna make it work. Let's hoop it up and let's see. It should be lined up right here, but I'll move it over in the machine. Take it out, and now we're gonna go to the MT1501. These magnetic hoops fit right into any machine you have. All you have to do is just tell them what machine you have, the size of your arm length, and they should fit any embroidery machine that you have. Everything is clear on the bottom. Now I'm going to go ahead and trace out my design. I'm going to remove the tape, hit my light on, and hit start. this one. Take out another one because you need multiple 5x5s. Place this right on here. Perfectly in the center. This one's coming out much better because before I was having so many issues with the lettering because it's so small. So instead of using 40 weight thread, I'm using 60 weight thread. I switched out on a big one. That's the small one, the small lettering, and it helps get much better stitches. Alright, never mind how I look this morning because I'm trying to hurry up and get my son to school. Plus, I gotta go to the gym, and this person just called me. Was like, oh, the person paid. Can you please bring it to the gym? So this one is done. I'm trying to make sure I like the way it looks. It's a little crooked. It's a little crooked, but it's gonna work. They rushing me. Actually, it's fine. Maybe it's just me. So I'm gonna put on the backing, but I'm gonna go ahead and start this one because I gotta hurry up. My son can't be late for school. He's eating breakfast, and this is my gym morning. So I don't like when clients rush me, but I know this person, and the person wouldn't pay last night. I'm sitting at my computer waiting for them to pay, and they complaining about the digitizing fee. Don't play with me. We don't play them games over here. Alright, so I gotta switch out this black because I didn't do it yet for make sure this is the small one. Yep, for the 60 weight. Okay, so it's real easy to switch out. All I'm gonna do is just cut at the top and then tie a knot. Switch out the black. I'm gonna just do it with the small one, okay? So I'm just gonna tie them together and then pull through. Because ain't nobody got time to be threading no machine. So whenever you are changing colors or changing your type of thread, just cut the other one and then tie a knot. Okay? So now I'm just gonna, black is number 2. Alright, and all I'm doing is just pulling through. When I first started doing this, my knots would fall apart. So you do have to tie this in a certain way. So that way the knot stays, and look at that, perfect, fed through. And now I'm just gonna rethread it and keep it moving. So I'm just gonna feed it through the eye of the needle. That's the only part that has to be done. And we ain't got time to be playing with you this morning, so go through the hole like you supposed to. Put your sneakers on, Kaden. Okay. I'm hoping that my black thread is perfect because I didn't do a test stitch with the black, so we're just gonna rock and roll with it. Let me frame this out. I gotta change the color because now I'm using black thread. So all of my white, now I'm changing to the black. That would be horrible. 2, 2. Okay. And now, time to frame it out. Take the tape off. We on the money. We on the money. Okay, so while that's being done, I might have to do voiceover in case you can't hear me. I'm just gonna take a small piece of this. This is the cloud backing. It's gonna give it a nice soft touch, especially because it's a thin, thinner shirt. You don't want them to feel it. So I'm just cutting it out to the size of the logo to cover the logo. And we're gonna press it on the inside, on the back, to give it a nice, smooth finish. And I hope I cut that big enough. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same for the white, so that when that one could be ready. So I'm just gonna take this and lay this on the heat press. I just have it at like 320, 300 degrees is fine. I'm just trying to rush, so that's where it's at right now. Okay. You wanna put the rough side down, and the smooth side up. And I'm just gonna cover that. And I'm gonna press it on top. It's a little too small, but we're gonna make it work. Got stuff all on top of it. Oh, machine stopped. We gotta figure out what's going on over there. I'm gonna have to leave, take my son to school, and come back. Okay, and just like that, now we have a smooth touch. So that way when they wear it, it doesn't bother them or irritate the skin, and it protects the stitches when you wash it. And now, because I use the cutaway, the logo is not moving. That's why you want to use cutaway, so it doesn't move or shift or mess up. All right, I have a thread break, but I'm gonna leave it because I do have to rush and get my son to school, and then I'll be back to finish this. All right, I am back from the gym, and I gotta try to fix this thread break. Let's see where we at. I'm just gonna go ahead, cut it. And sometimes it don't even be a thread break, but the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna check my bobbin, just in case. Yep, ran out of bobbin. So we're gonna add another bobbin. And had I checked it before I left, and had I had enough, then it would have been done when I got back, or done before I left. Enter that back in. Okay. Back in business. Alright, so this one is done. I'm going to clean this one up, and I'm going to add on the cloud backing. Take this one off. Okay, that one came out really nice. It doesn't move. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and lay this one up here. I'm going to finish this off with the backing. Rough side down always. Cover that up. Nice and smooth. Press that. Alright, when I finish off my left chest logos or my designs, always want to have a nice smooth finish. So this does not irritate the skin, gives it a soft touch, and of course it's more professional. Think about covering your designs. Don't just send it out with all your threads and stuff out there. You want a nice finished smooth look. Alright, I already folded this one. It's perfectly straight, because I can definitely tell when I fold it, but sometimes holding it up, can't always tell right away. Let's see how this one turned out. So I want to hurry up and get these to my client and get to the gym. Love the way it turned out. So let's go ahead and fold it and bag it. Y'all, I'm rushing, and this guy ain't gonna care literally if it's folded or not. He gave them to me all bunched up, but I'm still gonna fold it nicely. It's a gym rat, but you know, stuff is for his other job, his shirts. So he was just like, yo, just bring them this morning. So I'm just gonna, you know, be professional because he's gonna want and need some more. All right, the tag on the inside. So I'm just folding it just like that because I gotta get out of here. I'm late. I've never been this late to the gym before. So that's how I do my left chest logos. All right, so I'm out. I'm headed to the gym to give him this and get my workout on. Happy Friday, everyone.